Okay. Oh shit. No thoughts had empty. I forgot to change the window. Ah shit, that might be an actual problem. Fuck. I'm stupid, but that's okay. We already been new, right? Ah, dear. I'm normally better than this, but no thoughts had empty. I didn't mean to press that. Okay, struggles are real, aren't they? I guess it doesn't need to be email only anymore, huh? Mm. I don't think anyone's here right now, as far as I know, so I guess it's oh well. I think the resolution's fine. Yeah, if it's perfectly. Gotta turn off the music because a lot of it is copyrighted, and I'd rather not deal with that. Though it is kind of weird without the anything. Is this actually fine? Yeah, it is. I just noticed some things are not quite working. Um, well, I guess this can move to the corner since coffee isn't working. Even after, like, oh, there it is. Of course, after I start doubting it, it reappears. It's fine. There's something else missing. There it is. Just spam hitting refresh a bunch, I guess. Whoops. There it is. Or there it was for a split second. Well, I'll leave that alone. Okay. Okay, back to the game, I guess. More Steins Gate. It definitely is weird without the, music, but we'll live, we'll live. In any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Daru and I to head to Daibiru. Daibiru. Welcome, Nero. How has your week been? Or I guess past couple of weeks rather, since I didn't stream at all because of anime and then not having access to my computer. I turned off the music in game because I don't want to deal with having like absolutely no game audio. Rattle rattle. Why are you saying rattle rattle? I forgot what I was almost saying. Right. So I turned off the um game music so I don't have to worry about like the copyright shit again. Which kind of sucks because like the soundtrack is really good, but it is what it is. Because I can't exactly like manually turn off the music later for the YouTube videos without losing all of the game audio. So here we are. And I will just blatantly reread this because neither of you were here when I read it the first time. In any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Daru and I to head to Daibiru. There's going to be a seminar at ATF, and we have to be there. It's part of our studies at Tokyo Denki University. Summer credits, basically. We have to attend the seminar and write a report. Come to think of it, what's today's seminar about again? I looked it up before the summer holiday began. I should have written it down. Did that count as a sound effect? Oh no. Yeah, it did. I got mail. And I actually remembered how to summon the phone. My Yeti. You know, I'm really sad about dropping my UPA. It's worse than last year when I missed buying Fatty Ghetto Froggy. I can reply. Ari UPA. I feel your pain. That thing is worth a fortune. Our precious research funds. Ors. Amazing. Well, I should have checked what the other option would have been. That's fine. Don't want to do that. Is this? Yeah, I think that's the thing that we got earlier. That's okay. Anyways, this is fun. Behind me is the large unidentified object that crashed into a building near Akihabara Station. The building is under police barricade. No one is allowed to approach, but from a distance, the object appears to be some kind of satellite. As I cross the overpass that connects UPX and Daibiru, I look down to see a huge crowd of people moving through the plaza. There are even some garishly dressed young men and women, the sort that you don't usually see around Akiba. Garishly? That's a word. Everyone is walking towards the main street, which is still cordoned off.
Daru,
aren't you going to check out Radicom? No point. Can't get close. I've been following the news online, though. There's already 100 threads about it on App Channel. It's huge, man. Yugyo-suge. Oh, so that's why he was staring at his phone earlier. We enter Daibiru and take the elevator to the 5th floor, ATF Assembly Hall. Man, feel that AC. I am alive. That's a mood. The sounds he made. Unlike the lab, Daibiru has air conditioning. Yet another reason for our diligent participation in the seminar. That's fair. About the phone wave name subject to change, I might have found our answer. You know, that name subject to change thing is really annoying. I don't know, man, it's pretty funny if you ask me. I won't give in that easily. Even if no other lab members use name subject to change, I'll carry on until the day we decide its true name.
そんなことは今はどうでもいい。
Now's not the time.
お得意のとんでも理論でも
So,
ひらめいちゃっ
what's
た
your latest ridiculous theory?
何を言うか。
What do you mean
俺はいつも
ridiculous?
この世
My
の
genius
神羅
brain
万象すら
considers
超越
every
した
possibility,
あらゆる
even
可能
those
性
a
につい
lesser
て思
mind
考を
would
巡
say
らせて
break
い
the
るのだ。
laws of nature.
とんでもと
Don't
は言
you
うな。
dare call that ridiculous.
神羅万象超
So
越って
basically, you're just
つまり何
pulling
で
stuff
もあり
out
って
of
こ
your
とじゃね
ass. You can't
理
call
論
that
ってレベルじゃねえ
science.
ぞ
I mean, you can.
ダルよ。
Daru,
電
I
話レン
have
ジ
a
かっこ
hunch
仮
that
は
the phone
シュタ
wave
インズゲ
name
ートを開
subject to
く鍵だ
change
という気がするの
may
だ
be
が
the key to opening
どう
Steins Gate. How's that?
そのシュタインなんとかってとこ
Steins
ろからして
what?
意味不
You
明な
lost
わ
me
け
back
だ
at
が
ridiculous, man. That's fair. A chime signals our arrival on the 5th floor. The elevator doors open slowly. As we step out of the elevator. Ah! I bump into someone. I quickly grab the person's shoulder to keep them from falling.
すいません。
I'm sorry. What? It's Kurisu again. It's a girl. And I recognize her. You. You? Impossible. Chills run down my spine. I stare at her face in disbelief. I saw this girl just 3 hours ago. Makise Kurisu.
の
Is there
何か？
something wrong? Kurisu frowns and tries to back away, but I don't let go of her shoulder. My grip tightens. Ow.
貴様
You.
貴様は死んだはずだ。
You should be dead.
なぜここに
Why are you here?
しかも
And you're even. There isn't a single blood stain on her clothes, and they're the same ones she was wearing when I found her. Only a serious wound could have produced that much blood. Yeah, as far as I can tell, she's completely uninjured.
無傷
Not a scratch.
痛い。
Hey, that hurts. Let me go. Kurisu pushes me away. Then she shoots me with a weary glare. I realize that I'm gaping in disbelief.
何なの？
What's wrong with you? Oh boy. Do you have the time for that, Kurisu? Because there's a lot wrong with him.
無事だったのか怪我は平気なのか
But that's
そんなことない
impossible. Someone stabbed you.
何
I
者
saw
かに
you
刺され
lying
て
in
血
a
はみれて
pool of blood.
またその話かよ
That again? Daru interrupts. Wait. There's something strange about what he just said.
またその話とは
What do you mean
どういう意味だ
again?
だって
I
1
mean,
週
you
間
sent
前
me
にも
that
僕
email
に
like
そんな
a
メー
week
ル送って
ago,
きたじゃん
right?
メール
I sent you an
俺が？
email?
何をバカな
Don't be
マキ
ridiculous.
セ・クリスが
I
殺
saw
さ
her
れているのを
dead
見たの
just
は
3 hours
ほんの
ago.
3時間前だぞ
ちょっと
Hey,
勝手に殺さない
could
で
you
くれ
not
ます
talk
か？
about me like that?
私ピンピ
I'm
ンしてますん
perfectly
で。
fine.
そういえばあのメ
You
ール
know, that
変
message
な
was
感じ
kind
だ
of
ったな
weird. It was dated a
送
week
信
after
日
I
時が
got
1週
it,
間後になっ
which
て
means
た
it came from the future.
つまり未来から来たっつうか
That's something definitely worth mentioning, Daru. What the fuck?
未来から来た。
It came from the future?
ネットで妙な考察
That
サイト
sounds
でも
like
見たのか
something
だ。
you'd read on the
お
internet,
前がとんで
Dadu.
も理論を言い
It's
出
rare
すの
for
は
you to
珍し
talk
い。
about ridiculous theories.
違うがな。
No. The
確
date
か
was
にメー
definitely
ル
a
の日
week
付は
later.
1週間
It
後
came
の
from,
28
the 28th.
あ、そっか
Wait,
28
that's today.
日だから今日じゃん。
Ah, hi, Dawn. Also, thank you for subbing. Oh my goodness. You haven't even said anything yet in the chat. You already subbed. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Dawn. I hope you enjoy your stay and I hope you enjoy your sub. Yes, all the head pat emotes. Excellent, excellent. Well, yeah, thank you so much for the sub, and I hope you enjoy your ad-free viewing. At least it should be ad-free. We'll see, I guess. Yes, the first badge. You're my very first sub. Like, non-prime sub. Congrats, congrats. Yes, welcome. It's nice to have you here, Dawn. You are very equipped with your emotes, like always. Daughter pulls out his phone and shows it to me. He's right. The email was sent from my phone. Received, like, that is interesting. That is definitely a weak difference between the received and sent. Wild. You received it on the 21st, on July 21st at 12:56. But it was sent on July 28th at 12:54. It was split into 3 mails. Interesting. Someone stab. Bed. Makiseke. Ridisu. Don't. Why did I send such a short message in 3 parts? And it looks like the 3rd email got cut off. I do recognize the content, though.
これは
This is the email I
3
sent
時
you
間
3
前に
hours
誰に
ago.
送ったメールだ。
But I sent 1 mail, not 3. And there should be more text. Did daughter really get this a week ago?
興味深いわね。
Interesting. Interesting indeed. Ooh, Anki Yumo. Yes. That was a suggestion from Brain Dead, who isn't here. It's actually been a minute since I've noticed him around. But he made the suggestion on my Discord, and I'm glad I was able to bring it to life. Suddenly, Kurisu is standing next to me, peering intently at the screen of Daru's phone. And his little fox there in the Angie. Yes, the emote with the water bottle. That was a suggestion from Spooky. It was actually the first emote that got approved. I don't know why, but it happens. Yes, the smug one. I got the idea from Spy Family. I just had to. It had to be done. Did I read this box? I think so. My memory's failing me. I'll just read it again anyways. Suddenly, Kurisu is standing next to me, peering intently at the screen of Daru's phone. I'm glad you like the emotes. I worked hard on them. Oh, right. The email's not important. Well, maybe it is, but not right now. The real question is why she's still alive. Is she an illusion? No. An evil spirit? Am I haunted? I don't believe in such unscientific drivel. I am a mad scientist. I timidly reach out to Kurisu's face. My fingertips stroke her hair. Feels silky. Quite the cuticles.
ある。
Substance. She has substance.
やはり
Of course she's not a
幽霊だというのは
ghost.
考えすぎ
How
か。
silly of me. Oh dear.
オカリン、
Oh,
まずくね？
I don't think that's a good idea. I poke Kurisu's cheeks with my fingers. Such softness. Dead bodies don't feel like this. Not that I've ever touched one. I somehow doubt that now that you've said that.
おい
Hey. Wait a minute. We already touched when I bumped into her coming out of the elevator. I even grabbed her shoulders before being pushed away. And I still doubted that she had substance? That's just proof of how confused I am. Indeed. If she's alive, then what did I see back at Rarikan? What was that scream I heard? Were they hallucinations? Just like that mass disappearance? Maybe. That's right. She was stabbed. Maybe she's just hiding her wounds. This requires further investigation. I don't like where that's possibly going. I grabbed the hem of her blouse and slowly lifted. That one exactly what I was thinking.
己は警
Are
察
you
に突き
trying
出
to
され
get
たいのか
yourself arrested?
俺は
I just want to know
真
the
実を知り
truth.
たいだけだ。
Yes, please spray Nintendo with water. Squirt him. Fucking. I stare straight back at Kurisu as she trembles with anger and lift her brows a little higher. Oh my god, dude. I know he's a mad scientist, but Jesus.
何が真実よこの変態
What truth, you
バカなの
perv?
死ぬ
You
の
stupid? Wanna die? Yes. Thank you, Spooky. She pushes my hand away.
ルイスちゃんの名台詞。来たこ
Luis
れ。
Chan's famous line for the win. Daughter shouts something silly, but I ignore him and press Kurisu. Yes. Just fill the chat with this water emotes. Jesus, even I'm not that down bad. Welcome, Catman. An interesting time for you to speak up. Maybe after the hour is over, we should look at like all the notes thing and figure out all the stuff.
俺は確かに見たのだ。
I know what I saw.
まさかあんた
No way. Did you just see my
私の下着を
underwear? Oh god. Kirisu's face turns bright red. She firmly pulls her blouse down, as she should.
この手の目が。そうで
No,
はない。
you fool. Not that. In this context, I'm not sure what you could say that would make this sound better. I don't know how to do emoji thingies, but hi. You have to be subbed in order to use someone's emojis, but there are like also other emojis that are like free. I wish I could have follower emojis. But when you're in the chat box, there should be like a little thingy there for you to click on the emotes. Yeah, that was not very cohesive. Ah, yeah, the smiley face in the chat box. There we go. For whatever reason on my iPad, the chat box is like fucking broken. Yay, you found it. That's a interesting emote you chose. But now you're all equipped with emotes. Yay. Earlier this afternoon, after Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, someone killed Makise Kurisu and left her in a pool of blood. I carefully explained everything that I saw.
ド
Wait,
クター
Dr.
中
Nakabachi?
鉢。
オカリン何言ってるん？
What are you talking about,
中鉢の
Okuni?
発表会な
Dr.
ら中止になっ
Nakabachi's
たじゃん。
presentation was cancelled. I mean, given how much further the satellite was in the building, I guess that makes sense.
中止？
Cancelled?
そう。
Yeah,
人工衛
because
星
of
の
the
墜落
satellite
で。
crash. Hey, just what I said. Okay, have good eats, darling. Something's wrong. Our stories aren't matching. It's the same thing that happened right after I saw the mass disappearance. Mayuri's story didn't match mine. Bring us back leftovers, Catman. I need to know. Am I caught in some sinister plot? Yes, actually. Is this another organization conspiracy? I'm not sure about that one, but I also don't know what the organization is.
ねえ、ちょっとあなた。
Excuse me,
我が名は
my name
ホーイン
is
キョーマだ。
Hoyuin Kyoma.
違うよ。
Really,
全然違
ma'am?
うよ。
You're hopeless.
ホーインさん、
Okay,
今の話詳し
Hoyuin-san.
く教えてほしいんです
I'd
が。
like to hear your story in more detail. Looks like she finally understands I'm not lying. I'm not sure about that, but I also don't blame her for imploring. But I still don't understand why my memories don't match everyone else's. I doubt that I can give her a good explanation. Just then, an older man steps out of the assembly hall.
マキセさん、そろそろ時間ですし、
It's almost time.
始めましょう。
Hajimemashou. Huh?
はい。
Oh, right. Thank you. Kurisu glances at me one more time, then sighs and heads toward the small conference room.
オカリン、とりあえず僕
We
らも
should
行こ
go
うぜ。
too.
行くとはどういう意味だ？
Go where?
講義を聞きに来たん
To
だ
hear the
ろ。
lecture. Duh. Ah, that. Daru follows after Kurisu. Did she come to attend the lecture too? Strange. Why would the girl genius Makise Kurisu need to attend a lecture like this? Okay, my guess was a bit off. The girl genius didn't come to attend the lecture.
今日は
I'd
私
like
の
to
ような
thank
若輩者
everyone
の
for
話を聞き
coming
に
to
来て
hear
く
me
ださ
speak
って
today.
ありがとう。
講義をする方だった
She's
の
the
か。
one giving the lecture. Japan's famous girl genius, Makise Kurisu, who had her thesis published at the tender age of 17. According to Daru, she turned 18 a few days ago. I first heard about her when Daru pointed out her in a gossip magazine. I have no idea how I managed to catch that last word, but that's okay. That's when he told me that he was going to be a guest at ATF. Oh, she was going to be a guest. I'd forgotten all about it.
こういうのは初めてなので緊張して
It's my
ます
first
が
time giving a
ガチガ
lecture
チな
like
のは
this,
多めに見
so
てくだ
please
さい。
forgive me if I'm a
ど
little
うぞよろし
nervous.
く。
Dozo yoroshiku. The audience is pretty mixed. It's mostly students like us, but there are also a couple of professors. And Kurisu just gave me a sharp look. What did I do? You pulled up her shirt? When I returned her stare, she quickly averts her eyes. I don't care if she's a genius or whatever. I still don't like her. She may have these people fooled with her timid girl act, but I learned at Arikon how kind and aggressive she really is. Even if her murder was some kind of hallucination, my judgment of her character is still correct. Anyone else's sound being weird? Are you talking about the game audio? Because the game audio is indeed being weird. I have no idea if the game audio is meant to be that way. Judging by the fact that it just kind of fixed itself, I don't think so. It could be because of this body connection that Nvidia mentioned earlier, that I can't exactly give myself better internet. So for today's lecture, I've been asked to speak on the subject of time travel. It's not really my area of expertise, but I'll try my best. The applause was being weird. Yeah, the applause was being really weird. I don't know why.
ほう
Time
タイム
travel.
マシンか
Let me start by saying that time travel is an absurd concept. It is. It really is.
異議あり
Objection! This is not a courthouse, you dumbass. And you're not Phoenix Wright. What? Every member of the audience, not just Kurisu, is startled by my interruption. No fucking shit! This is a lecture! Perhaps I'm being slightly rude here, but I'm not one to just sit and listen to some genius girl's drivel. Slightly rude? That's an understatement.
タイムマシンが作れ
It's
ないと決め
presumptuous
つけ
for
るのは
you to
早計
claim
だ
that time travel is absurd.
オカリン無茶しやがって
You magnificent fool. Sitting at my side, the other throws me a small salute. ATF staff are approaching, probably to kick me out. Perhaps I got too carried away. Okay. It's fine, I guess. It'll be easier to talk in a discussion format. Oh, is she gonna bring him on stage? Thanks to her proposal, the event staff refrained from escorting me out. She sounds a little pissed, but let's not mind that. But before that, please listen to my thoughts on the subject. Scientists have proposed many theoretical Why? Tongue. Behave. Scientists have proposed many theoretical models of time travel, but there are 11 in particular that bear mentioning. What are the major theories of time travel? I have heard of the cosmic string theory, at least. The 11 theories. Neutron star theory, black hole theory, light speed theory, tachyon theory, wormhole theory, exotic matter theory. Ooh, exotic matter. Cosmic string theory, quantum gravity theory, cesium laser theory, elemental particle ring and laser theory, Dirac antiparticle theory. Imagine being big brain enough to understand any of these words. Not bad. Perhaps Makise Kurisu is a worthy rival after all. However, all of these models are purely theoretical. That's why they all end in theory. Some of them even contradict each other. Well, what if someone comes up with a 12th model? You truly are a mad scientist. Right. Well... It could be contradicted by the 13th model. Now couldn't it? Damn, she twisted my question and used it against me. Touché, genius girl. Suddenly, I feel eyes on me. No shit. Some puffed up professors are giving me hard looks from across the room. Maybe I got too carried away. I don't want to risk losing my credits, I should back off for now.
ちなみに未来
By
へ
the
のタイム
way,
トラベルなら
time
今
travel
す
to
ぐ
the
にでも可
future
能
is
ですよ
available to us right now,
アインシュタイン
according
の
to
相対性理
Einstein's
論によれ
special
ばね
theory of relativity.
例えば今
For
すぐ羽田
example,
空港に行って
let's say someone
そ
were
こ
to
から
go
沖縄行
to
きあたりの飛行機に乗ればい
Haneda
い
Airport and board a
目
plane
的地
headed
に
to
至った時
Okinawa.
その人
Upon
が
arrival,
10億
that
分の
person
1
would be
秒くらい
about
私より未来
100
に進ん
millionth
でいる
of a second farther into the future than I am. What does that mean?
移動する速さが高速に近
According
づ
to
けば
the
近づ
special
くほど
theory of
時
relativity,
間は遅くな
time
れる
moves slower for objects
それが
as
相
they
対性
approach
理論
the
ですか
speed of light.
極論を言えば
For
光
example,
と同じ
if
ほど
you
の
could
速さ
run
で
at
走る
near
こ
the
とがで
speed
きた
of
ら
light,
流
you
れ
could
る
reach
時
a
間
point
は
where
その人
time
に
only
半分
moves
になる
half
わけ
as
で
fast for you.
24時間その速度で
If
走
you
り
were to
続けれ
keep
ば
running at that
周
speed
囲
for
では
24
48 時
hours,
間が経ったことにな
48
るから
hours will elapse in the
丸
rest
1
of the
日分
world,
未来に
meaning
飛ん
you
だこと
would
になるん
jump
ですよ
one day into the future.
おーい今日
Understand? Hyoin Kyona? It's weird saying that name normally, rather than yelling it. Gah! Why are you singling me out? 'Cause you're literally said objection in a lecture room. I'm doing my best to hold back, but it looks like Makisa Kurisi wants to pick a fight. I wish that she hadn't said that name in front of so many people. It's too great a risk to let others know my true name.
それはへりくつで
But
は
that's
ない
not
か
really
な
time travel, is it? Now, a professor calmly makes an objection. True, Makase Kurisu's example isn't strictly time travel, per se. But I never expected an older man, a professor at that, to refute an 18-year-old girl. Okay. Maybe he's just testing the genius girl's resilience.
そうですね
Yes, you're right. The genius girl readily concedes the point. If she were a normal 18-year-old, it would be impossible for her to be this calm in front of all these people. Okay. A normal 18-year-old would panic when refuted by such a distinguished-looking professor. And yet, Makise Kurisi is giving off an aura of gutsiness that says, I could take this guy on.
では過去には
Then
行
what
けるの
about
かな
going to the past?
過去にだって今すぐ行けますよ
Going to the past is possible
夜に
right
なったら
now.
望遠鏡で
Take
空
a
を
look
覗
at
い
the
てみてく
sky
だ
at
さい
night. You can see
何
light
万
from
年も前
tens
の
of
光を見
thousands
る
of
ことがで
years
きる
ago,
でしょ
can't you?
それもへりくつですよ
That's not time travel either. This time, it's a nearby student who objects.
まあ今までの
Well,
は前
I
置
was
き
just getting started. Was it just me, or did Kurisu look a little nervous just now?
例えば実際に皆
Let's
さん
say
が
we
体
wanted
ご
to
と
make a
過去
machine
や
that
未
could
来へ行
physically
くことがで
transport
きるよう
people
な
through
タイムマ
time.
シンを作るに
What
は
would you need?
まず何が必要か考えてみましょう代表的なところだと
The best
宇宙
candidates
紐
for
理論
this
か
are
ワーム
cosmic
ホール理論か
strings
な
and wormholes.
宇宙紐というのは
A cosmic
超巨大
string
な
is a
質量を持つ
string-shaped
紐みたいな形のひび割れです
crevice. Wow. String-shaped crevice with extreme mass. A string-shaped crevice. That must be how they enter our universe. But do cosmic strings really exist?
ひびの幅は素粒子と同じぐ
The
らいで
crevice is about as
長
wide
さ
as
は
an
最低でも銀河
elementary
系と同じくら
particle,
いと思って
and
い
at
ただけ
least
れ
as
ばいい
long as the diameter of the galaxy. That's...
これは巨大
It
な
has
質量である
immense
がゆえに
mass, so it
時空を
distorts
歪める性
space-time.
質を持っているんで
If
す
you were to travel through that
その歪ん
distortion,
だ時
you
空
could
を
make a full
紐
circle
を
around
中
the
心
string
に
in
あ
less
な
than
たがぐるっと一
360
周
degrees.
すると360度以内で回りきることができる要するにワープ
In
みたいな
short,
ことができ
you
ると
can
い
do
うこと
something resembling a
こ
warp.
れ
This is
時空
called a
の角度欠
space-time
損
angular
って言います
deficit.
角度欠損しているところを通過
When you
する
pass
と
through an area
そ
of
こは
angular
欠損しちゃっ
deficit,
てますので
transit becomes
通過時間は
zero.
ゼロになるこ これを応用して
Now we
宇
apply
宙
this
紐
to a
が高
cosmic
速
string
に近い
moving
速
at
さで
near
運
light
動している
speed.
とき、相対性理論により
According to
宇
the
宙紐
special
の時
theory
間
of
は周囲
relativity,
より遅くなる
time
か
will
ら
flow slower for
歪ん
the
でいる角
cosmic
度
string
決
in
算の領
relation
域
to
に
its
通過すると
surroundings.
本来0だった通過時間
Therefore,
が
passing through the
マイナス
area
に
of
な
an
る。
angular deficit would cause the transit time to become negative instead of zero.
つまり通過後の方が過去になってい
In
る。
other words, you'll arrive in the past after transit.
で、2本の宇宙
If you
紐を
use
使
two
って
cosmic
空
strings,
間欠
you can
損ジ
do
ャ
a
ンプを
space
行い、
deficit jump.
元の地
If
点
you
まで
loop back
周
to
回
your
するよう
original
に戻ってく
location,
ると、
you can return to the
ちょう
same
ど
time
周
you
回を
started
開始したの
revolving.
と同じ時間に戻ってくることができる。
Oh boy.
ざっくり言っちゃうと、そ
And
れが宇
that,
宙紐理
roughly
論による
speaking,
タイ
is
ム
time
トラベル
travel
で
by
す。
means of cosmic strings.
ちなみに誤解しないで
By
ほし
the
いの
way,
は、
just so
宇宙紐
nobody
理論は超
misunderstands,
紐理論とは別
cosmic
物とい
strings
う
are
こと
not
で
the
す。
same as super strings.
というわけで、
Now
宇
then,
宙
you
紐理
need
論で
three
過去へ
things
行
in
くた
order
めに
to
用意
travel
す
to
る
the
ものは
past with
3つ。
cosmic strings.
その1、
First,
宇宙
the
紐。
cosmic strings
これは
themselves.
2つ必要
Two
です。
strings to be exact, by
ち
the
なみ
way.
に宇宙
They
紐
are
って
hypothesized
生
to
まれた
exist
ばかり
only
の宇宙
where
に
the
しかないと
universe
いう
was
過程な
first
ので、
formed,
探
so
す
they
のは
might be
か
a
なり骨が
little
折れるもの。
hard to find. Goodness.
その2、仮に宇宙
Second,
紐を見つけて
you would
き
need
た
the
ら、
energy
それを光に
required
近い
to
速さで
make
運
them
動させ
move
るため
them
の
at
エネルギーが
near
必
light
要です。
speed.
銀河と同じ長さのひび割れ
How
を
much energy do
光
you
並みに
think
加
you
速さ
need
せ
to
るには
accelerate something
ど
as
のく
long
ら
as
いの
the
エネル
Milky
ギーが
Way
いる
to
んでし
near
ょう
the
ね。
speed of light?
少な
I'm
くと
pretty
も
sure it's a little more than 1.21
1.21 ジゴワット以
gigawatts.
上なのは確かです。
Okay, Spooky, I know you're the biggest nerd here. What the fuck is a gigawatt? This earns a few chuckles from the audience.
その3、
Third,
宇宙紐
you
があ
need
る
a
ところまで行っ
spaceship
て
capable
戻っ
of
てくる
reaching
ため
these
の
cosmic
13
strings and returning.
タイムトラ
With
ベ
a
ルする
time
人は
traveler alive,
こ
of
れに乗らない
course.
といけません。
That is a very important last sentence there. Yeah.
どうです、法院さん。
What do you think,
宇宙紐
Hyoin-san?
理論でのタイムト
Care
ラ
to
ベル、
take on the challenge of
挑戦で
cosmic
きると
string
思います
time
か？
travel? 3.21 gigawatts is a song? Is it? Maybe that's why it was in red for the tips. I think gigawatt is a Back to the Future reference. I see. Like, that's even possible. And why the hell is she addressing me? I wasn't even the one who jeered this time.
法院さん
Looks
は
like
宇宙紐理論に
Hyoin-san
も
doesn't
挑戦
want
した
to
くない
take
ようです
the
ね。
challenge.
だったら、もう一つ
In that
すで
case,
に挙げたワー
let's
ムホール理
consider
論はどうです？
wormholes. They might be a little
こ
more
ちらは
realistic than
宇宙
cosmic
紐理論より
strings.
はもうちょっと現実。ところで法院さん、
By the way,
ワームホールっ
Hyoin-san,
て
do you
どんな
know
もの
what
か知ってます
wormholes
か？
are? They're holes for worms. Duh. No, don't ask me. I'm trying to hold back here. Since I've been challenged, though, I can't leave the question unanswered. And I looked up the song, and it is indeed from Back to the Future. The power needed to get the DeLorean moving in time is 1.21 gigawatts, but the Nutty Doctor pronounces it with a soft G. Ah, I see. Gotcha.
空間に開い
It's like
た
a shortcut
抜
through
け道のような
space,
ものだろ
right?
ね、そうです。
Yes, that's correct. Phew, I got it right. I sigh inwardly in relief.
2つの穴があって
There are two
それは
wormholes
トンネル
joined
で
by
つ
a
ながってい
tunnel.
る。
No matter how
ト
far
ンネ
away
ル
the
は
wormholes
通
are,
過時間ゼロで
transit
通
time
り
through
抜
the
けられる。
tunnel is zero.
2つの穴がどれだけ離れていてもね。だけど、ここで残
But
念なお
oh
知ら
no, there's a problem.
せ。ワームホール
The
のトンネル
wormhole
は
tunnel
超重力
suffers
が
from
かかっていて、
supergravity
開通
and
すると
collapses as soon
同
as
時に
it
潰れちゃいま
opens.
す。
Ah.
だから各ルー
So
ル
we
無
need
効
something
化
to
するため
negate
に
the effect of
何らかの
gravity.
再考しなくちゃダメなの。
Oh boy.
いわゆるエキゾチック物質。
So-called exotic
こ
matter.
れは
A
マイナ
substance
スの
with
重さを持つ
negative
物質で
mass
重力に
which
反発する
repulses
んです。
other matter. Negative mass, huh? Is it something that floats if you leave it on the ground? Maybe not. I can't even begin to imagine what it would be like. Gel bananas. Wait, gal bananas? Yeah, you said gal bananas. Are you saying that the gel bananas are exotic matter, though? I believe it. Kirisi raises her right fist.
こうやってむぎゅーっとグーを作ってる状態がワ
Say
ー
the
ムホールの
wormhole
トンネ
tunnel
ルで
is
す。
being squished by an invisible fist. Gal bananas. I could say something, but I'll refrain.
ここを通るためには
In
手の
order
中
to
に
pass
私が
through,
握ろうとする
you need
力に反
something
発
that
する
could
何かを
oppose
作
my
って
fist
むぎゅ
grasping
ー
force
っとでき
so
な
that I
くしない
can't
と
squish
ダメというこ
anymore.
とですね。
How dare those bananas have the gall to be exotic matter? Oh dear. Kurisu opens her fist.
エキゾチック物質を注
If you
入して
stabilize
ワー
the
ムホール
tunnel
を
with
安定させ
exotic
れば
matter
瞬
injection,
間移動が可能
instantaneous
になりま
travel
す。
between wormholes
で
becomes
も
possible.
タイムトラベルを
Traveling
する
through
には
time,
そこから
however,
もう
takes
一
a
手間
little
必
more
要。
effort. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the actual solution is antimatter. Honestly, is exotic matter the same as antimatter at this point? It might be like a weird translation thing. I don't know. I don't know enough about matter in general.
ここでは仮にワームホ
For
ールの入
example,
り口側の
let's
穴
say
が
there's a
この
wormhole
秋葉
entrance
原
here in Akihabara,
出
and
口
the
側
exit
にあ
is
る
in
穴
Los
が
Angeles.
LA にあるとしましょう。まず LA
First,
にある穴を
we send the
光
wormhole
に
in
近
LA
い
all
速
the
さ
way
で
to the
宇
end
宙の
of the
果てまで飛
universe
ばしてやって
at
ください。
near the speed
そ
of
して
light.
果
And
てま
once
で
it's
行った
there,
らす
we
ぐに
yank it
LA
back
に
to
巻き
LA.
戻す。
How?
相対性理論により
According to the
光の
special
速さで
theory
動
of
くと
relativity,
時間は
time
遅
slows
く流
down
れ
for
る。
objects moving at the speed of light,
LA に戻ってき
meaning
た
the
穴
hole that
は
returned to
秋
LA
葉
would
原
be
にある
further
穴
in
よ
the
りも
past than the
過去にあるという
Akihabara
ことに
hole.
なります。
Heh, hole.
というわけで
So
その
now
状
if
態で
Fioline
法
san
院
jumped
さん
into
が
the
ワームホール
wormhole,
に飛び
he'd
込んだ
arrive in
ら
LA
数
several
年
years
前の
before
LA
he
に行けるで
left.
しょう。でもこの時点で
However,
はまだタ
this
イム
still
トラベ
can't
ル
be
をしたこ
called
とに
true
はなり
time
ません。
travel. It only
疑似
seems
的な
that
タイ
way.
ムトラベルです。
This is called the
いわゆる
Urashima effect.
浦島効果ね。重要なのはこの後
The important part is to
LA から
return to
秋葉原に
Akihabara from
もう
LA
一度
through
ワ
the
ームホール
wormhole
を
once
通って
more,
戻ること。
since the transit time
そう
is
すると
zero.
その通過時間はゼロなので法王院さんは
Fioline-san will return to
数年前の秋葉原に
Akihabara several
戻ってくる
years in
わ
the
けです。
past.
こ
Time
れで
travel complete.
タイムトラベルは可能。ワームホール理論に必
The
要なものは
prerequisites for
宇
wormhole
宙人よ
travel
り
are
楽ですよ。
simpler than the ones for cosmic string travel.
その1、
First,
ワー
the
ムホールそ
wormhole
のもの。
itself. They may
この
exist
宇宙
somewhere
の
in
ど
the
こかに
universe, but
もしか
nobody
したらあ
has
るか
ever
もしれ
seen
ません。
one.
見つけた人は
I
まだ
would,
誰もいませんが。
given the nature of wormholes, from what little I know about wormholes, I don't think anyone would survive to tell the tale of the fact that they saw one. You know?
その2、
Second,
ワーム
the
ホールの
energy
穴を
required to move a
光並みの
wormhole
速
to
さ
the
で
end of the
宇宙の
universe
果
and
てま
back
で
at
往
near
復
light
させること
speed.
のできるエネルギー。その3、
Third,
エキゾチック
exotic
物質。
matter, which,
ちなみに
by
こ
the
れ、
way,
実
has
在
not
は
been
確認
confirmed
され
to
てません。
exist. Okay, so exotic matter does not exist. Got it. So, implementation of either one would require a ridiculous amount of effort.
バカらしいと最
Now,
初
do
に
you
言った
see
理由
what I
は
meant when I
分かっ
said
ても
that
らえました
time
か？
travel is an absurd concept?
タイムトラベルの理論はどれ
Time
も
travel
思考実
theories
験
are
で
all
す。
just thought
それらの
experiments.
理論からで
Not one
は
of them can
実
create a
際にタイ
viable
ムマ
time
シンを
machine.
作ることはできない
That is
と
my
いうこと。
answer.
それが私からの回答です。
I fucking hate phones, I fucking hate phones, I fucking hate phones. Can I pull up the phone? Yeah. I pulled up the phone. Heh. But why are you saying that you hate phones? I'm very confused. I guess I'll take advantage of politely waiting for your response to hydrate, because I haven't hydrated at all. Was trying to explain the difference between exotic and antimatter, and I accidentally swiped out of the Twitch app, and oh no. Big sad, big sad.
もっと簡単なものはないんです
Isn't
か
there anything simpler? Like something you can pull out of a drawer and just use or something? I thought you were abused by a phone at some point in your life. That would be something. That would be something, being abused by a phone.
ないですね。
I'm afraid not. A firm declaration.
結局、現代の
This is the
物理
limit
学
of
じゃ
modern
そこが限
physics.
界。
I can't say
10
how it
年
might
後には
change
ど
in
うなっ
10
ている
years,
かわかり
though.
ませんが。それに、仮にも
Besides,
っと簡
even
単に
if
過去へ行
someone
ける
did
方法が
overcome
発
the
見されたと
logistical
しても、
requirements,
実
there may
際に
be
行け
other
るとは
factors
限
that
らない。
prevent time travel from working.
因果率に関する根
And
本
that's
的な
because
問題が
fundamental
解
problems
決されていま
concerning
せ
the
んか。
principle of causality have not yet been solved. Causality. That's a causality. Whoops.
質量
You
保
mean
存
time
の法則
paradoxes. And conservation of mass. The mass of the entire universe is constant. If a time machine traveled from the future to the past, there would suddenly be the extra mass of the time machine and its pilot in the past. I remember reading in a book, not a terribly reputable book, but still, that such a violation of mass conservation would put the universe in danger. It didn't say what kind of danger, though.
質量保存の法則
If you
を
think that
宇宙のよう
conservation
な
of
マク
mass
ロレベル
applies to
あるいは
macro systems like
原
the
子や素
universe
粒
or
子など
micro
のミクロ
systems
レベ
like
ルの仕組み
atoms
に
or
当てはめるの
elementary
は誤り
particles,
です。
you're mistaken. What? Is that true? She's laughing at my reaction. That little... God, how mortifying.
あれは化学反応に対す
Conservation
る
of
法
mass
則で
only
しかないか。
applies to chemical
現
reactions.
代物理学
It
におい
does
ては
not
全
hold in
く成
modern
立しない。
physics at all.
無から有は生み出せます
Something
か
can
ら。
come from nothing. Wow, that's pretty amazing.
では何が問
Then
題
what
と
is
な
the
るのかね。
problem?
タイムパラドックスはタイ
The
ムパ
time
ラドック
paradox
ス
of
でも
time paradoxes.
親殺しのパ
In
ラド
other
ックスの
words,
方です。
the grandfather paradox. Oh, the thing where you kill your own ancestor before you were born?
そのパラドックスの解が
As long as
導き出さ
this
れない
paradox
限り
goes unsolved,
タイム
time
トラベ
travel
ル
can
は
never
実
be
現できない。
realized.
絶対に。
Never.
殺さなければいいんじゃな
What
い
if you
の
just don't kill them?
そんな単純な問題
You
じゃありま
can't
せん。
think of it like a sci-fi movie.
SF 映画と
It's
同
not
じように
just
考
about
え
your
るのはとて
family
も危険
tree.
です。
There are far greater
あなた
dangers
が消え
than
るだけじゃ
that.
済まされない。
Really? It doesn't seem that dangerous.
矛盾が生じることは、
Any paradox, no matter
因果律
how
の崩壊、
small, would
相対
cause
性
the
理論の
total
崩壊、
collapse of
さらには、この世のすべての物理法則の崩壊を
causality,
意味するのは
relativity, and every other physical law in existence. What about when Fry went back into time to become his own grandfather? I don't know if Futurama actually explained the logic behind that at all, but that's also Futurama. This is Steins Gate.
パラドックスは、理論上
Paradoxes
の
are
思考実
nothing
験に
more
過ぎない
than thought
現実に
experiments.
起きること
They
は
cannot
ないし、
occur in
起
reality,
きてはい
and
け
they
ない
should
ことな
not.
んです。だから、 たとえ
Nothing that has even a
0.0001% でも起きる可能性のあるどんな行動も
0.00001% chance
絶対
of
に実
causing
行
a
には移せ
paradox
ない
can happen.
そう
The
考える
universe
方
won't
が
allow it.
自然じゃ
Wouldn't
ない
you
です
say
か
this is the logical conclusion?
多世界解釈や
There
自己
may
無
be
矛盾の原
loopholes,
理っ
like
ていう抜
parallel
け道もあり
worlds
ますが
or the self
個人的にはファンタジーすぎると思うので認めたくないですね
like parallel worlds or the self-consistency principle, but those seem too much like fantasy for me to accept. I grind my teeth. When I see Makise Kurisu looking at me with your composed expression, I avert my eyes. Looks like I have no choice but to concede. Makise Kurisu truly is a genius. I ended up listening to all of Kurisu's lecture at ATF. After the two time travel theories she introduced at the beginning, she explained the rest with equal eloquence. She seemed a little nervous at first, but that quickly changed as she spoke. By the end, it was an impressive lecture. So impressive that you wouldn't think if it was an 18-year-old's first time. She did well to respond to my malicious questions with sarcasm. She's got guts. Wait, why am I praising her? Leaving that aside, I saw Makise Kurisu dead. And yet she is alive. My memories don't mesh with reality. And not just about Kurisu, my conversations with Daru and Mayuri didn't make sense either. Everything would be solved if I just told myself that what I saw was a dream, an illusion. It never happened. But never say never. This leaves me with no choice. After parting ways with Daru at ATF, I head to Yanabayashi Shrine. I need to get exercised. I seriously doubt that the Makise Kurisu at ATF was a ghost. Regardless, it's natural to seek an exorcism after such an experience. I'm Japanese. It's in our blood. Yanabayashi Shrine is located on the other side of Kanda River. To find it, enter the first side road after crossing Bashi Bridge. Bashi, yeah. It's a very small shrine that doesn't fit with the surrounding multi-tenant buildings. Kanda Myojin is the more famous shrine in Akiba, but I deliberately chose this one. The shrine is so small, you could easily miss it if you weren't looking. Regardless, I can hear the chirping of cicadas from the few trees growing here. It's Okari! There are two girls standing in front of the main building. One of them is Mayuri. The other is a docile-looking beauty in traditional Miko attire. Urishibara Ruka. A stunning example of feminine charm and grace. Lips delicate like cherry blossoms in bloom. The essence of Japanese beauty. The chief's priest's son. That's right. Son. Lovely in every way, but he's a guy. Good afternoon, Okabe-san. He bows his head. The voice of a girl, the mannerisms of a girl. More feminine than any girl I know. But he's a guy. Taller than Mayuri, yet oh so slender. But he's a guy. Looks stunning in Miko robes. But he's a guy. Holding a bamboo broom, apparently in the middle of cleaning. But he's a guy. It's almost evening, yet still hot as hell outside. But he's a guy. Damn, this kid is shut up. But he's a guy.
Lukako yo. Omae. 俺が与えた刀はどうした?
Is it time that we tell Rintaro that it's Pride Month and it's okay to admit that he's into a guy? Like, Anyways, Lukako, that blade I gave you, what happened to it? He's a friend of mine. I call him Lukako. We met when I rescued him from some aggressive photographers in Akiba's pedestrian heaven. It also so happens that Lukako and Mayuri are classmates. I learned that fact after I had gotten to know him. Lukako is taken aback by my sharp question. He starts fidgeting with a flushed face and tears in his eyes. You mean Demon Sword Samidare?
そうだ
Correct.
あれ
I
は
bought
お
it
前
for
の
you
力を
so you
制
can
御
learn
す
to
るため
control
に
your
使ってや
power.
ったのだぞ
Oh yeah, you bought it at Blade Works, right? I think you said it cost 98 0.
マユリそれ以上言うと
Don't say
奴らに消さ
another
れるぞ
word
この件について
anymore
は
and
口
they
を
will
出すな
come to silence you.
消されちゃ
They're gonna silence me?
うおかり
Thanks for worrying
心
about
配
me,
してくれてあり
Okari.
がと
But who are
う
they?
でも奴らって誰かな
I ignore Mayuri's question.
それでルカ子よ
So, Lukako, are you making sure to practice with Samidare like I told you to?
はい
Yes,
一日
I
一回
do
は
practice swings
素振りを
once a day.
あれを持ち
As long as you
精神
carry
ざんまり
and
を
master
極
the
めさえすれば
Stenshin Zanma's school of swordsmanship,
己
you can
の内
prevent
にあ
the
る邪
dark
悪な
flame
炎に
inside you
焼かれ
from
ずに済む
consuming your soul. Demon's Lord Samidare may be an imitation sword, but that is only the form it takes to hide from the world. When one worthy to wield it appears, it unleashes its true power. It is on sale for only 980 yen, tax included.
あんな素敵なものをプレゼントし
Thank
ても
you,
らえて
Okabe-san.
岡部さん
It
に
was a
は
wonderful
感謝してい
present.
ます
俺は岡部
My
では
name
ない
isn't Okabe.
オカリンだよ
It's Okarin.
ごめんなさい京馬さん
I'm sorry, Kiyoma-san.
分かればいいのだ
As long as you
では
understand.
合言葉を
Now, speak the words.
エル
El
クサイ
Sai
コンガリウ
Kongalu?
違う
No,
こんな竜ではなく
not
Kongalu.
Kongalu. Kongro.
はい
Yes.
エル
El
コン
Sai
グル
Kongalu.
これ
Did
で
I get it right? Lukako smiles happily as I nod.
ありがとうございます
Thank you. Such a lovely smile. But he's a guy.
美しい師弟
Such a
関係
beautiful
だね
master-disciple relationship.
マユシーは不女
Mayushi's
子じゃ
not
な
a
いけど
fujoshi,
ち
but
ょっ
she's
と
getting a
ドキ
little
ドキしてき
excited.
ちゃうよ
Oh dear.
え
Yeah?
Mayuri-chan.
Mayuri-chan,
変な想
please
像
don't
しないで
imagine such things. Jeez. Though we do have a master-disciple relationship. I, Hyo and Kyoma, have gone to great lengths to teach Lukako about the evil conspiracies that rule the world, and how to resist them. That stuff about Demon's Lord Samidare is part of that training. Looks aside, Lukako is very obedient and hardworking, plus is always eager to learn new things. A master couldn't ask for a better disciple. Though he does have the weakness of not catching on too quickly and being too shy.
それでなぜ
What
マ
are
ユ
you
リが
doing
ここにい
here,
る
Mayuri?
ルカ君に会いに来たん
I
だ
came
よ
to see Luka-kun.
来月のコミマで
Komima's coming up next month, and I want him to cosplay as Kirari-chan
ずっ
from
と頼ん
Rainet,
でるの
but
に
he won't say
どうも
yes.
OK してくれないんだよだってコス
But
プレするなんて
cosplaying, that's just too embarrassing for
恥
me.
ずかしいよ
Quite a line to be made to read as a cosplayer, but that's okay.
でもルカ
But
君
I'm sure you'll
は
look
絶対
great
似
in
合うと思うん
it.
だこんな可愛い子が女の
The
子の
phrase,
はずが
someone's
ない
this cute can't be a girl, is really popular,
ね
you know.
しよう
Come
よ
on,
コスプレ
make
デ
your
ビュ
cosplay
ー
debut. Mayuri's hobby is making costumes. She's made at least 30 so far, but it's rare for her to wear one herself. Instead, she seems to get her kicks from seeing other people wear them. And it looks like she's chosen Lukako as her next target. Naturally, the costume Mayuri is currently raving about is for a female character. Normally, I would understand why a man wouldn't want to dress like a girl. But come on. Lukako has no problem wearing Miko robes. Why should cosplay be any different? But whatever, I have business to take care of.
そんなくだらないことは
Save
後
the
でやるな。
trivial stuff for later.
マ
Yeah?
ユシにと
But
って
it's
は
really
大事な
important
こ
to
となのに。
Mayushi.
俺にとってはくだらないこと
And
なの
it's
だ。
trivial to me.
それよりルカ子よ。
Anyway, Lukako,
俺がこの
there's a
神社
good
に訪
reason
ねた
for
のは
my
他
being
で
here
もない。
today. I need you
大
to
払いを
perform
頼
an
みたいのだ
exorcism.
が、やってもらえんだろうか。
お笑いですか？
An exorcism?
だったら
Then I'll go get
お
my
父さん
dad.
に
Please, but
あ、いや、そこまで
No.
大げさにしなくていい。
it's nothing
気
that
休めでいいのだ。
serious. I just need some peace of mind. That's why I came here instead of Kanda Shrine.
というわけで、
So with
例
that
のあれを
said,
持ってこい。
bring out the usual.
例の
Um,
あれと言います
The
と
usual?
サメダレですか？
違う。
No.
お
Who
払い
the
に
hell
用途は
uses a
必要ない
demon
だろ。
sword for an
払い
exorcism?
といったらあれに決まっている。
The usual for an exorcism should be obvious. Salt? Um,
正式な名称はわ
I
からんが
don't。know what it's
棒に
called.
白い紙が
What's that
ふさ
stick
ふさ
with
つい
the
ていて、
zigzaggy
神主が
paper
わさわ
thingies
さ
that
と
the
振るやつ
priest
だ。
does a shaky thing with? I know what he's talking about, but I'm blanking on the term.
今のオカリンの説
That sounds
で
really dumb,
ゆとりっぽい
Hokani.
ね。
Quite a shock to hear that from Mayuri.
おほぬさです
Oh,
ね。
the old Nusa.
でも
But I don't know if my father will lend it to me. Ah, head pats. Ooh, hydrate too. Okay. Thank you for the head pats, though. Yes. Posture check. Ah. You're just really coming in with those freaking redeems, aren't you? Sound alert too. Come on, sound alert. I believe in you. I didn't hear the sound alert at all, so I think I'll just refund you that. I don't think it showed up on here at all, did it? I don't know. I'll refund the Nya, because I really didn't hear it at all. But yes, thank you for the head pats. I did the hydrate with Doc P. Posture is checked. The Nya is not there anymore. Maybe you refund the points to yourself because you're a mod, I don't know. But it wasn't there anymore. Anyways. Ugh.
ちょっと聞いてきます。
I'll go ask him. Lukako makes a quick bow, then runs off towards his house, which is on the shrine grounds. Meanwhile, Mayuri takes her pocket watch out of her bag to check the time. It's a very old watch, not the sort you expect a high school girl to carry. Hiccup. Its name is Pockety. Obviously, that's the name Mayuri gave it, not its brand name or anything. Ever since elementary school, Mayuri has carried Pockety with her everywhere. It's her most important treasure.
じゃあ、マユシ
Well,
これ
time
から
for
バ
me
イ
to
ト
go
だ
to
から
work.
もう行くね。
そうか、頑張ってこい。
Do your best. We're
バ
going
イトが
straight
終わっ
home
たら直接帰るの
afterwards.
か。
Yep. Mayuri lives in Ikebukuro. She comes to Akiba by train just about every day. It should be obvious since we're childhood friends and all, but I live in Ikebukuro too. But I've been staying at the lab since summer break began.
というわけで また
See
明
you
日
tomorrow. I call Mayuri to stop before she trots off.
前より
Wait, Mayuri.
お前はあの時
Back at Radican,
ラジカンで
You heard a man
男の悲鳴を聞い
scream.
たよな
right?
夢
Scream? Mayuri blinks several times and puts her finger to her temple as if in thought. Then she gives her usual smile. When was
そ
that
れって
again?
いつのこと？
今日の昼だ
This afternoon.
聞いてない
I
か
don't
ね
think I heard anything.
そうか
Oh,
わかった
well,
だったらいい
alright.
変なオカリン
Okarin's the weirdo.
じゃあね
Bye bye. Toot-doo. Mayuri leaves, this time for good. Though she pauses to wave at least a half a dozen times before disappearing beyond the archway.
岡部さんお待たせ
Thanks
し
for
ました
waiting, Okabe-san. Likaka returns shortly after Mayuri leaves. In his hands is the white zigzaggy thing I asked for.
借りることができました
Dad let me borrow it.
よかった
Thank
です
goodness.
まゆり
did
ちゃんは
Mayuri
帰った
Chan
んです
leave?
か？
前よりはどうでもいいから
Don't worry
今
about
すぐお祓いを
Mayuri.
始めるのだ
Begin the
ルカ子よ
exorcism at once, Lukako.
あ、はい。僕
Okay.
でいいんでしょう
But
か
do you really want me to do it?
そもそも
What exactly am I
何に対
exercising
するお
anyway?
祓いを
Lukako is flustered. Is he really up to this? I'm beginning to doubt. I should have known better. The instant doubt touches my heart. A terrible chill shoots up my spine. Gah,
俺
it's
に
the evil spirit
取り付いた
in my heart.
悪霊が
I grab my violently shaking wrist. Be still, foul spirit.
急げルカ子
Hurry. Lukako is trying to take over.
乗っ取られる
そんな
No way.
岡部さん
Please hang in there, Okabe-san.
俺は
I'm not
Okabe-san.
Okabe-san.
すいません京馬さん
I'm sorry, Kyoma-san.
でも僕
But what should
どうしたら
I?
お祓いを
The exorcism. Hurry. Just do it.
この前は
Like I taught you.
やればいい
Okay. With a serious look on his face, Lukako grabs the onsa with both hands as if it were a sword. His stance is impressive. I've taught him well.
えっと
Um,
えっと
His face is red, and he can barely talk. It looks like he wants to say something, but is hesitating. Panicking because he feels awkward? Amateur. Please, Luca, expel this spirit from me.
頼む俺は
I don't want to
お前
kill
を
you.
殺したくない
Lukako starts crying. Looks like he's really worried. Reason tells me he's a guy, but his lovely appearance makes me feel guilty, like I made a fragile girl cry. But despite the tears welling up in his eyes, it looks like Lukako managed to work up his resolve. Hear me, evil spirit. He raises the onsa up high, shaking it left and right.
岡部
Please leave from Okabe. Me, Kyoma-san.
出て行ってください
あいいぞ
That's
そのまま
great.
俺の腕に
Now strike my arm with those zigzags. Hey! The tip of the onsa touches my upper arm. In an anime, this would be the key for some dramatic shockwave to occur, but nothing like that happens. The only sound is the chirping of cicadas. Did it work? I take a deep breath. The trembling in my arm has stopped.
大丈夫だ
I'm okay.
悪霊が
Looks
去っ
like
た
he
よ
drove away the evil
よくやっ
spirit.
たなルカ子
Good job, Lukako. Lukako sighs in relief and blushes.
お役に立てて
I'm glad I was
よか
able
った
to
で
help.
す
His shy smile really does make him look like a girl. Okay, let's go ahead and save here. Not a quick save, a proper save. Yay. I do want to go over the tips, I think it was called. Yeah, tips. Let's take a look at the tips. Okay. Number 122. Is there really that many? Oh, goodness. See. Onsa, a wand that is carried by a Shinto priest, adorned with shire paper. It is used in blessing rituals to ward off evil spirits. Someone this cute can't be a girl. Kon no kawaii ko ga ona no ko no hazuko nai. Goodness. It is an unwritten rule to use this phrase whenever you see someone who looks like a cute girl, but is either of unspecified gender or actually a boy. This expression is also used is also used sarcastically with boyish-looking girls. Amazing. Kirai-chan, fictional, the heroine of Rainet Kakeru. Her full name is Nishimura Kirai. She is a smart and athletic girl in the 5th grade. She's also cute and has a good personality. Basically the perfect girl. Passionate about fashion. Hates mushrooms. Oddly specific, but alright. Komima. Fictional comic Giga Market. A massive otaku event held twice a year at Tokyo Big Sight. Every Komima, thousands of artists gather to sell their creations, which range from erotic manga based on popular anime to original figures, music, and games. The next Komima will be held on August 15th. Fujoshi, a term for female otaku with a particular... It's number 69. Anyways, a term for a female otaku with a particular interest in yaoi, or works of fiction that depict homosexual relationships between men, does not apply to female otaku in general. No one, saku, blah blah blah. It's because I mess up on my words. How rude. How dare you bully me in my own Twitch chat. And you're not even a mod. 69 nice. Yes. I feel like that is an appropriate number for Joshi. Blade Works, also fictional. One of the several stores in Akihabara that sell replica weapons. Items include Japanese Sengoku period swords, European Middle Age swords, and knight armor. I wish that was a real place. That would be cool. Pedestrian Heaven. Hokotan. Some neighborhoods of Tokyo, such as Akihabara, close major streets on busy shopping days. This effectively turns the street into one big sidewalk, facilitating pedestrian access. Ah, I see. That's cool. Miko. Shrine Maiden's priestess in the Shinto religion. Miko typically dressed in a white kimono with the red hakama or shirt. Or skirt, wow. Their role is to assist priests with performing rituals and events. The principle of casualty. Ooh, the sciencey shit. A scientific and philosophical principle that states that every event has a cause, and it is by that cause that an effect is produced. The theory of relativity is founded upon this principle. However, quantum physics have not observed microscale phenomena that do not appear to obey the principle of causality. Blade Works. Is that what Emiya is always talking about? Who's Emiya? I don't know what you're talking about, Spooky. Fate? Ah, that explains why I don't know. That's a Nero question. Nero, if you are still in chat, you can answer the Spooky. White hair guy specifies literally nothing. I hope you understand that. Unlimited blade works. I never know what Spooky's talking about. That's fair, Catman. Mrah. Urashima effect. In special relativity, a phenomenon originating from the fact that time slows down as an object approaches the speed of light. For example, imagine that an astronaut travels to a nearby star and back out close to the speed of light. This trip might take a few years from the astronaut's perspective, but he returned to Earth to find that thousands of years have passed in his absence. That should be one of your sound alerts. Spooky saying "mrah." I mean, while I wouldn't be opposed to that, I would have to record Spooky saying "mrah." I'm not sure I want to record that. If Spooky feels like recording himself saying "mrah," then maybe. I would spam the hell out of it. Okay, good to know that I'll have to put it up there with the channel point redeems. If channel point redeems, it might have to be bits because, like, I only have 5 slots that I can have for, like, channel point redeems for, sound alerts. Yes. The gigawatts. Yeah. It originates from 1980s trilogy of Hollywood movies from time machines and time paradoxes. In the first movie, the inventor of the time machine said that it needed 1.21 gigawatts of power to travel through time. In reality, the unit gigawatt does not exist. The scriptwriter made a spelling mistake. The correct unit is gigawatt. Look, it's what we talked about earlier. Though interesting that doesn't actually say the movie name. I guess copyright, maybe? I never know what Spooky's saying either. I just nod. At least you're trying, right? Superstring theory. Capsmra. In physics, the theory that all matter in the universe is composed of strings, the vibrations of which manifest as the elementary particles. This theory, which posits 11 dimensions, is currently impossible to prove experimentally. However, it is said that if this theory is proven, it will explain all phenomena from the birth of the scope of the universe on the macro level to elementary particles like quarks on the micro level. Quark? What's a quark? Elementary particle. The smallest unit of matter. However, the definition of what constitutes as elementary particle is unclear. Certain elementary particles have a corresponding antiparticle with opposite charge. Oh god, this is long. Oh dearie my. Why are you saying Scroll text. No? Well, that's what she said. Okay, you guys are very nice. It will not let me scroll through, so I guess I'll skip that. But you guys know the theory of relativity, right? Right. Honorifics. Why is that also long? I can't. I mean, I could probably explain honorifics myself without this if you guys really wanted me to. But I want to know what it would have said. Oh well. Fictional, Louise-chan. The main heroine of the anime The Familiar of 10, a tsundere. Her voice actress is the Queen of Tsundere, Sugimiya Rie, nicknamed Sugiya. Yeah, I was telling Daya about how you were starting Steins in a stream of his, and the entire chat kind of blew up about how Tutoru science is surprisingly accurate. Amazing. I've already told Dad myself that I was starting Steins Gate. But that's okay. ATF. Short for Akihabara Techno Form. Gotcha. Daibiru. A skyscraper with offices in a commercial center that opened alongside UPX in 2003. Connected to UPX by overpass. Hund's rule. The rule governing the placement of an atom's electrons. Orbitals of the same energy are each filled with one electron of the same spin before any are filled with a second. Also known as Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. I want to read it, but, like, it literally won't let me, like, scroll, because, like, it's just to scroll text is the brackets, but, like, pressing the brackets does nothing. Sad. Big sad. Cyclone Saber, feature gadget number 6. A red chemical glow stick with a handle attached, allowing one to grip it like a sword. Made possible not just with feature gadget laboratory hardware, but also with a chemical knowledge. Inspired by Spark Wars, a series of epic sci-fi movies. I see. It's a lightsaber. Once again, I made something worthless by Goemon. Feature gadget number 5. Created by combining a dryer and a vacuum, the dryer is operated using the exhaust of the vacuum. Its name is a reference to the popular anime Lupitons III. I see. I guess I need to watch Lupus III to fully get that reference then. Mode Steak. The Mode Steak. Not to be confused with ATF, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. Right, because we totally talk about that here. That one also has more information. I'll at least read what's there, because, like, if it weren't for that little scroll bar, I would have never guessed there was more information about Mode Snake. Future gadget number 4 is Instant Super Humidifier. Uses electric heating coils to quickly boil a large volume of water. This generates enough steam to fill a room of 12 square meters that can only be operated continuously for a few seconds. It looks like a Claymore landmine, which appeals to the military otaku. Its name is a reference to the stealth action game Metal Moa Solid Rising. I see. Could this be Ora Ora? Future gadget number 3. A lie detector made on thumb perspiration, though it might be more appropriate to call it a sweat detector. You have to admit, it's a pretty clever invention. Its name is a reference to the classic manga JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. God, I know JoJo's is, like, old series, but, like, it didn't get popular until, like, more recently. And knowing this game is, like, from 2009 and it has a JoJo's reference, that's kind of insane to me. Me over here, like, which, and the others, like, 7 of them. Oh, dear. Bamboo Helicam, feature gadget number 2. A CCD camera mounted to a bamboo toy helicopter. The camera is attached to the helicopter's fulcrum, allowing it to record aerial footage unpowered. However, the image is rotating at high speed, so you might get dizzy if you keep looking at it. The name originates from the sci-fi manga 22Emon. Good night, guys. Have a fun night. Aw, thank you so much for dropping in. I hope you have a good night. Honestly, as soon as I get through all of this stuff, I'll be wrapping up stream. So, you're not gonna miss much. Yay, head pats. Thank you, Catman. I much appreciate the head pats. Head pats spark joy. Yeah, JoJo started back in 1987. Gosh. Like, it makes sense, but, like, actually hearing it is insane. Feature gadget number 1, Bit Particle Gun. The very first feature gadget, a toy ray gun with a TV remote jammed inside. You can change channels by pointing at the TV and pulling the trigger. However, the only supported button is Channel Plus. No other buttons, like volume, are usable. To turn the TV on, you must manually flip the switch on the TV. Its name is a reference to the classic Japanese robot anime Mobile Jacket Gundam. Gundam. I'm gonna start calling your Gundams Gundam now, if I remember. I'm probably not gonna remember. Serendipity. The ability to discover something valuable while looking for something else. The microwave oven was born through serendipity. Amazing. How many more are left? Ah. Not too many. Okay. Microwave oven. That is a lot of information on a microwave oven, not gonna lie. I don't think we need to read about what a microwave oven is, though. Originally called the Rada range. Interesting. Toll TV. Fictional television network based in Tokyo. Toll TV airs more anime than other commercial television networks, making it a favorite among otaku. When a major news story breaks in Tokyo, most stations interrupt regular programming to deliver a special bulletin. Toll TV is the exception, which has given rise to the joke, if Toll TV cuts to a special bulletin, the apocalypse is nigh. I guess UPX, the major office building in Akihabara, fictional. Otaku, a term for people with an obsessive interest in a particular topic. Hobbyist most often refers to fans of anime, manga, and video games, but there are also trained otaku, military otaku, electronics otaku, etc. Awfully neat. Members in of the internet community meet in real life, like Fanime. Why is alpaca? Well, to those of you that don't know, an alpaca is a mammal related to the camel. Average weight 50 to 55 kilograms. Average length around 2 meters. Habitat Peru, Bolivia, Chile. Recently, alpacas can be found in America and New Zealand. Unlike camels, alpacas do not have humps. Their bodies are covered with fluffy fur. Due to their strangely long necks and charming faces, they have some popularity as an ugly yet cute animal. The more you know. Tunebial. Early 8th grade syndrome. A term referring to a mindset exhibited primarily by teenage males. Also used as a derogatory term to refer to other older people who still exhibit this mindset. Characterized by an affected attitude of nihilism or cynicism, extreme self-centeredness, delusions of power or superiority, and the consuming fear of being treated as a child. The person exhibiting these symptoms believes that they are cool, but most observers find them pathetic. I like that they found it necessary to put 2D girl here. A female character in an anime, game, or manga. Don't look at me. Kotsumina. On the internet, it is an unwritten rule to say this whenever you see an image of someone or something looking towards the camera. Interesting. At Channel Fictional, Japan's most popular message board, covers a wide variety of topics from hacking to cooking to anime to current events. Interesting. Super hacker. A tremendously skilled hacker, or at least someone who claims to be one. The threat of my friend's a hacker so he can easily find out who you are often appears during arguments on the internet. People mockingly call the obvious non-existent hacker a haka. I see. Cosplay. Costume play. People who cosplay are called cosplayers. Yes. Which can be shortened to layers. I've literally never seen anyone shorten it to layers. Though I have seen it, like, shorten it to cospa. I don't know. The system. Oh, God. I like that it has the Chujimo tag. The system is the means by which the organization maintains its grip of humanity. Its full scope is too vast to comprehend, but suffice it is to say that the system gives the organization influence over government, religion, media, culture, and science worldwide. Most people do not even know that their lives are controlled by the system. It is so deeply embedded in the fabric of the society that modern civilization would not be able to function without it. Destroying the system, therefore, would plunge the world. We can imagine. Mole! Moi blam. A word used to describe character traits that are cute or endearing includes flaws such as glasses, clumsiness, or ditziness. Also used to refer to the culture of entertainment centered around characters who possess such traits. Pronounced mole. Yes. Dori. Word used here as a suffix meaning street. I see. I should probably know that. John Titor, a self-proclaimed time traveler from 2036 who appeared on an American internet message board in November of 2000. The internet went into an uproar, flooding the board with questions to debate. Titor posted pictures of his time machine and its control manual, as well as diagrams illustrating time machine mechanics. He also disclosed information on near-future events, time travel physics, history, intervention, and multiverse timelines and world lines. And the 4 months after his, we'll never know. Nine Kakura, fictional. Okay, it's a fictional manga. I say aimed toward children, but appeals to adults. Okay. Capsule toy. A vending machine that dispenses small toys at random. One cannot tell what the toy is before opening the capsule. Electromagnetic wave. Waves that exhibit properties of both electricity and magnetism. First formally postulated by Maxwell in 1864, the electric field and magnetic field oscillations cause them to mutually propagate each other, resulting in a wave that radiates through its surroundings. This is why it's called electromagnetic radiation. EM waves are divided by frequency into radio waves, infrared light, visible light, ultraviolet lights, X-rays, and gamma rays. My. Ah yeah, true name. The name that describes one's true essence. Soul name. And the organization is the organization, nothing more, nothing less. Its formal name is something else, but even uttering that name is a death wish. For that reason, all who know of the existence simply call it the organization. That was helpful. Okay. I'll go ahead and save because I don't want, like, all of that to, like, get lost for whatever reason. Okay, but now that's saved. Title menu. Yes. Okay, now that that's done, and I think my avatar probably broke in the process of all of this. It definitely seems like it. Yeah, I don't know when it broke, but that's okay. Why did he send me an audio file? Voice message. Okay, you weirdo. Anyways. Time to figure out who to raid. It's a Mra. Why did he send me an audio file of Mra? Doofus.
At my fucking setup.
Ah. Stop. Okay. So that you can use it? Okay, but sending me as a text isn't necessarily helpful. And also, I wouldn't want, like, something recorded just off of your phone. Anyways, I know who I want to raid because for whatever reason the doofus is still streaming, but that's okay. We are going to raid Miss Ayumi Tanko. We've raided her before, but it's been a minute. But yeah, we're gonna do a Banui raid to Miss Ayumi Tanko. Ayumi, I knew it. I mean, do you already follow Ayumi? How else would you know? But anyways, yes, raiding Ayumi, Banui raid. Thank you guys so much for joining, and we'll be streaming again tomorrow with Palm Gets Wi-Fi, I believe. Yeah, Palm Gets Wi-Fi is what won the poll, so that'll be a fun time. But yes, thank you guys so much for popping in, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Do that.
I had
Explode me.
I really messed with the daily challenge very much.
Saku raided me! Hello, Saku! Welcome to chat! Welcome to stream! Welcome, Raiders!
Shoot. Oh, it's tomorrow Sunday.
Tomorrow is Sunday. Welcome,
Tomorrow is Sunday.
Raiders! How's it going, everybody? Oh, shit! Balls! I'm struggling. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, okay. Jesus. That scared me. I did not.